Alrighty, server's just coming up, and see what we got here for our daily door prize. 22,000 skill points, which we are going to give over to her. And then we're not logging her in right now. Skill points 12,000. Phoenix Halcyon Dawn skin. All right.
Connecting.
We're logging him in. Got all of them getting skill points today.
Connecting.
In. And is that a crucifier? Yeah. None of my characters here would really fly that. And there's the Zydrine Burn skin. That one is the drop that's happening right now through Twitch.
Connecting.
Thinking if I do go out and do some ratting today, we're going to do it a little different. We'll end up using the Vexers instead of the Ishtars. Just because today is a Saturday and it's a lot more dangerous. And so the losses would be less. Would not be as much. All right, let's see if Standing Fleet is up yet, which I doubt. Nope, not yet. All right, not until we can get into fleet together am I going to fly these guys. What's the best way to make Iska's an alpha? Relatively new player. So that's probably going to be through exploration, which is what I'm about to do with this character right here. And so, yeah, that's, it is probably the answer. Where do I want to go for this? The forge here, I think. Propolis. Rip. So going out and hacking data and relic sites, scanning them down, is probably
you, sir,
the best.
Irene_cart just subscribed.
Irene Cart, thank you for the brand new sub. About 1,000 gold, everybody here.
Welcome
in your honor.
to the Dragons.
Thank you.
Stesso83 just followed.
Stesso, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So we're gonna have to get away from Jita to really find any good sites. You can't, you're not really gonna find much stuff close up. Yeah, use pretty cheap ships. Use Tech 1 ships. You know, if you can keep your cost under 10 million for your ships, then you typically, even if you go into low sec and stuff, typically you can make more money in stuff than what it costs you for the ship. But work up to it. Don't fly what you can't afford to replace. That's the rule. Don't fly what you cannot afford to replace.
Warp drive active.
Because you ship up
to
too
the dragons.
quick,
Shadow Breath 1 just followed.
and then you lose that ship for whatever reason, and then next thing you know, you're busted back down to your newbie stuff. You just take it one step at a time. About 60 million ISK at the moment, bit of mining and missions. Yeah. Well, so even this ship right here, see, this would be a little too expensive for you to go up to. This one's 76 million. But I have my data and relic analyzers here and a mobile depot so I can swap out in space if I need to.
Warp drive active.
But so, you know, I'm able to do really well with this, but this would take all your money. So you can build Tech 1 scanning ships for under 10 million. And then, you know, you can probably make 100 million worth of stuff with it. I mean, you have to take the stuff to market and sell it, for the most part. So, Shadow Breath, did I say welcome? If not, welcome. Oh, a couple more jumps before we start looking at
Warp drive active.
sites. I want to get further away from Jita. Magnet also a scanning frigate. Yeah, there's one scanning frigate from each of the races. One tier 1 and there's one tier 2. And then of course there's the Sisters of Eve stuff, the Asteros. Asteros are nice because you can fight in them too. But you can spend 150 million on an Astero that is, you know, fully capable.
Warp drive active.
If we can get into the Tech 2 stuff though, then you can cloak while you're flying like this. Tech 1 stuff I don't think you can. You can put a cloak on it, but you won't be able to warp while you're doing it. Complexity of this game blows your mind. Just take it one little piece at a time. See, don't look at it as being super complex. Look at it as being an amazing number of opportunities. Because that's what it
Warp
is.
drive active.
And as you get better, so I'm going to do some stuff in high sec today. But then, as you get better, start going into low sec and null sec, because it'll pay, like, low sec will pay 5 times better and null sec will pay 10 times better than high sec. But you're, of course, taking more risk. And And there are places where people like me will scan everything down and then be cloaked in a site just waiting for somebody to land and then kill them and then take their loot. You know, so you got to be prepared for that. You're going to take losses. Oh, and wormhole space can pay really well too.
Warp drive active.
I'll start scanning at this point. Now, I'm looking for a couple things. I'm looking for wormholes and wormholes to hoard space and J0s. So, and if we find a J0, then that's going to take a little bit of work to get it all going the way I want it, but I may already have characters set up for them because I put a character into them and let them sit in there. All right, so we have 2 wormholes. You notice how I got that in 2 scans? That's the power of this ship. Look at that, and got that one in 1. Just amazing. All right, we're going to warp up to these.
Warp drive active.
Got my probes back in. Yes, J0 is in Shattereds. So there's J0s that that have a static high sec. Oh, that goes someplace interesting. Whole bunch of Akators just came out of there. Oh. Let's see what we got. Unknown parts of space. All right, well, we're gonna go look and see where it goes. Now, Shattereds, the J0s that I'm looking for, they do not have any, you can't anchor anything in them. You can't put up any stations or anything. I think you can do a mobile depot stuff, but you can't put any stations up in them. And so everybody in there is a nomad. All right, so there is a ship camping this. I successfully moved away from him. He is definitely camping this. So I have a website for these. This is J11 0316. The class 2 wormhole. It has a static to high sec. Oh, nice. So, yeah, and they're pretty busy in here on Saturdays. These are like activity times based off of kills out of Killboard and stuff. So, yeah, they're a bit busy in here. I'll bet you there's some stations in here. Also a Thrasher here. Oh yeah, here he comes. Oh, and the Gila took off. I don't know if they're on the same side or not, but well, pet boy. All right, so this wormhole is not going to be of use to me. It does have a lot of stuff in here. There are definitely people living in here. Definitely. And there are people working it. For sure. The fact that it has a static to high sec is actually pretty cool. So, but it's just class 2. So, you know, payouts will be good, but, you know. Anyway, I'm waiting so that I can warp back in. How do I determine it's no good? So, let's just say that's a lot of experience. But when I say it's no good for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for systems that start with a J and then a 0. They are shattered systems. And they're special. They're special because you can't live in them the same way that you would a normal wormhole, because you can't anchor anything. And so, you know, I end up flying in an Orca as a base or something like that, and being able to cloak it and stuff. So, all right, so this guy is totally camping this this spot right here. And you know why they brought a Thrasher instead of that Gila? And that's because this Thrasher can be set up for a really quick lock to capture anybody who comes in here. I'm almost positive of that. So, yeah, next person to scan this down. This, by the way, is on a major thoroughfare in HiSec. So it will get scanned down. There will be more people come in. It's only at the beginning of decay, and larger ships can come through. So, yeah, I think if we sat here long enough, we would we would see some action. So, yeah, and if this guy had been in here when, oh, see, here comes another Thrasher. If this guy had been in here when I came through, there is a chance that they could have caught me. So this system is not very good in the aspect of, if there's a corp in here or something, that they can all work together and really own this space, then that's good for them. but as somebody who's just a day tripper, you know, somebody who's just coming in for, you know, looking around, not good at all. So, and he's sitting right at 0 on the wormhole. There's the other guy. He's over here. He is right in my path, which would expose me. So we're going to put up an orbit. We change our angle coming back into this. I don't think it can be too dangerous for me getting back out of here. I'm sure of that. You know, I don't know. I've been playing Eve a long time, but I can't say that I know everything because I don't. So, most active corporation in here is Führer Schwerter. Yep, it's these guys. Spanish. Looks like it. Yeah, I could land at 0 since it's not bubbled. You're right. Yeah, if they had any bubblers here, then I would have to consider things differently. I kind of want to see them grab somebody. I know that these guys are like, you know, fast lock. I know that they're most likely going to catch anybody coming in. You guys too want to see something? Well, we'll give it a few minutes and see what we see. My align time with this ship is 3 ticks. So my align time is really good. I'm very nimble. So these guys might be able to catch a 3 tick. They'll definitely be able to catch a 4 and a 5 if they are fit how I think they are. Should be able to hear when somebody comes through. Should hear the gate. Maybe just a couple more minutes and then we'll move on. Oh, one of them took off. Only takes one. And thrashers are cheap, so they can give it a try and not worry too much about if they happen to die, you know. The other guy comes back and thrasher again. One more minute, we're gone. I'm gonna sit around waiting forever. Yeah. Used to run 20 to 25 of these. Yeah. With a fleet that size, it's totally a Zergling rush, right? Good old StarCraft. All right. We're taking off. It's like I want to wait just a little bit more to see, but who knows when, you know.
Warp drive active.
All right, I made it through. We'll go check out this other wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Dark. Unknown parts of space. The end of natural life. This one's getting a little long in the tooth. Alright, this is not what I'm looking for.
Warp drive active.
Ships in here. I'm going to continue to move on.
Warp drive active.
A few scanning ships in here too. Scan this one down. See here, user interface, tooltips. Let's go longer on that. This, by the way, is the ship that I'd use if I'm combat probing somebody down. This can't fight, but you can find them. Wow, I almost got it in 2 scans. It's another wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Daily stuff is my opportunities. Scan signatures. Mm-hmm. Let's go awful dark. Unknown parts of space. It's reaching its end of life. Go in. Yes, you warp in close and get somebody else in there. Capture the guys. This also has the highest combat strength. Combat probe strength. All right. See here. It's a cheetah. it's on EWB, exclamation point EWB. Do a search on my stuff for a cheetah fit. This one has 178 scan strength. Where does it show that on here? Good. Probes out. Yeah. Show it right here. Monstrous scan strength. Highest I've been able to achieve in the game.
Active.
Other than if you use... There's one other probe type you can use. I'm using sisters, and then there's the... Those other ones have just a little bit more power, so you can get higher, but they're really costly. More things in here. Hole. And another wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Dark one. Unknown parts of space. Beginning of decay. All these. There's a lot of stuff in here. Not what I'm looking for, though.
Warp drive active.
I don't want to announce to anybody that I'm going in case there's somebody cloaked out there who's waiting to tell other people somebody coming in. Oh, now this is an interesting looking one. That might be low sec. Goes to high sec. It goes to another high sec location. Really? High sec to high sec. Pretty rare. See where it puts us. We're in rain and we're in essence. Gonna put us in a high-sec island, maybe? Like Solitude? Yep. Sure is. Oh, lawless systems. Wow. I heard that the path between Jita and Amar was cut off. That it actually got cut off now, which is one of the things I was worried about. See where I'm at. So this high sec to high sec system would actually get you through. Port to my nearest Concord station. What, so you can track me? That all looks pretty interesting. We're gonna stay out here. Shirt orange is the new black. Prison wear? Yeah. Something like that, I guess. Could be. It's not, but could be. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scan myself. And that will give me the that'll give me this wormhole. Go. See? Got it. Now I know which one is which. So are there other paths to get from Jita to Mar? Do I have to go through a different way? I don't know if it's going to get it on this next one. That increase. This one's being a little bit more difficult to scan down. How did Jita and Margit cut off? The war with Zarzak. They're able to flip high-sec systems into low-sec temporarily. And yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I wonder what's special about this wormhole. It's being a lot more difficult to scan down.
Warp drive active.
Goes into wormhole space. One of them I'm looking for. Head into the next system.
Warp drive active.
Light in here, but there's a lot of people in here. I'm gonna keep moving on. There's just more chance of running into hostiles on the other side of a wormhole or whatnot. There's more people in here. I do want to keep this ship if possible. Wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Parts of space. Reaching the end. Medium ships. It's probably not what I'm looking for, but I'm gonna go look anyway. Alright, it is not what I'm looking for. A lot of sights in here.
Warp drive active.
People in here. What are mobile depots? We're right next to a Mar.
Warp drive active.
Need to get away from here. A couple jumps away.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Lidar, how's it going, buddy? Think about how close we are. End off work. Good. Only 2
Warp
jumps
drive
away
active.
from Mar. Trying to get further away. If you're watching on YouTube, gotta wait for the next episode.